right, guys. Good morning. Oh, come on, you can do better than that. Good morning. All right, thank you. My name is Mr. Clayton. I teach business at the high school. And what I'm going to do today is I'm going to tell you a little bit about the world of business. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the classes that we offer at the high school. And my two guys here who are about to introduce themselves are going to kind of answer some questions. Cool? Cool. All right, guys, go ahead and introduce yourselves.
I'm Chance Thompson. I'm a junior at the high school.
I'm Mason Burns. I'm a senior at the high school.
So if you want to know anything about these classes, they've taken pretty much every class we have to offer, and so they're going to be able to answer a lot of questions that you have at the end, okay? All right, how many of you guys use Twitter? Anybody? Okay, you might be a little young for Twitter. I use Twitter. I haven't used it in a little while, but I definitely use this next one, Chance, if you want to swipe.
I definitely Instagram.
Not Instagram. Pull over from the side.
Facebook.
Snapchat. What about Snapchat? How many of you like Snapchat? What's our favorite filter on Snapchat? The one that makes you look really tan? Okay, well, I'm a dude, so I don't have to look really tan. What about the other ones? Any others? What about the broccoli head? I love that one, right? You know, there's a lot of those filters that I like, and it's okay to laugh. Go to the next one. I'm going to show you my favorite. What do you think? Do y'all know who that is?
You.
Me. That's a girl.
What? You.
That's not me.
Or that you as a girl. It's like.
Are you sure that's me?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, it's a filter that makes me look like a girl, I get it. But my real question is, do I look pretty?
Yeah.
Do I look pretty? I'm a pretty girl?
Yes, you are a very pretty
Okay, good. I'll make a pretty girl. So if I have a little girl someday, maybe she'll be pretty. Or at least prettier than me, right? Okay, cool, yeah. So Snapchat has some really cool filters. Let's go to the third one. What about TikTok? Okay, everybody raise your hand. I know we love TikTok, right? What kind of videos do we watch on TikTok? Funny videos? What about sports videos? You watch sports? What about cooking? Anybody do cooking? Or what about dancing? You watch the dances, the cool stuff that they do? I can't do any of them, except maybe All right, what I'm going to do next, and I need you guys to be really quiet so you can hear it because it's only on this speaker here. I'm going to show you guys my favorite teacher TikTok. Okay? All right, you guys ready? Listen up.
Stopping by to see how everything's going. I see some familiar faces. Tyler, are you going to stay out of trouble this school year? Okay. Miss Applebottom, if that one gives you any trouble at all, send them my way, okay? Run. All right, I'll leave you guys to it.
Right. While Chance is coming back, that's just a pretty funny TikTok, but it's also pretty spot on, right? You know, the principal comes in the first week and they're like, hey everybody, did y'all have a good summer? Y'all gonna be good this year? And then a week later they're like, sit down and be quiet. Right? Why do these social media sites grab your attention? What's their main goal? What do you think?
Get money.
What's your name?
Addie.
Addie, you're 100% correct. You think these people, and I don't mean this in a bad way, they don't really care about what you watch. They just care that you watch and that you come back and you watch things over and over and over. So like Addie said, we can make money. How many of you want to make money someday? Raise both hands if you want to make a lot of money someday. Now shake them like this if you want to make millions. Oh, y'all just look really silly. I think y'all look really silly. So, in my classes, and some of these classes that we offer, I'm going to teach you guys how to make money, how to be successful, and how to use that money wisely so that you guys can be there and be these influencers or be what you want to be someday. Cool? Flip over through the classes. Try it again. All right, everybody close your eyes. I want you to be quiet because I want you to go to your happy place. whatever that may be. I want you to envision your dream home. It might be a farmhouse, it might be a barn dominium, it might be a mansion, it might be a boat, whatever that may be, I want you to picture that. And behind that house, I want you to picture your favorite vehicle, the one that you've always dreamed of driving when you turn 16. And behind that car, I want you to picture a big, beautiful lake with a boat on it, and you and all your friends are listening to music, you're diving off the back end, you're taking the slide into the water. Everybody got that picture? Okay. Now I want you to open your eyes. Do you see it anymore? It's gone, right? What if I told you that by taking my classes, each and every one of you have the opportunity to have that in real life someday? How cool would that be, right? That may not be all of us, but that could be one of us. And that person could be you. So by taking my classes, you're going to learn how to put yourself in that situation and be that successful person so that you can have those things that you want in the future. Raise your hand if that sounds pretty cool. Yeah, for sure. All right, go to the next one, Chance. I have a question for you guys, and bonus points for whoever gets this right. How many years do you have to go to college to own your own business? Back in the back. 3 years, okay? Got one that says 3. 4 years, okay, got one that says 4. What's your name? Shirley? Shirley hit it on the head. Very cool. And that's perfect. So you have a personal feeling toward that, right? I know that some of you guys are going to be very successful. You're going to go get a college degree and you're going to work in whatever field you work in. But I also know that some of you guys, that's not your path. And you know what? That's perfectly okay. We're starting to see that more and more. Shirley, you said your dad ran a business at the age of 14. Was he pretty... So he was pretty successful, right? So Shirley's dad is a perfect example of you don't have to necessarily go to college to be successful. 1 out of every 3, flip that. 1 out of every 3 business owners actually did not even go to college. So if all 3 of us were in business, chances are one of us don't even have a college degree. That's the beauty about my classes. You can take what you learn in my classes and apply that to the real world immediately. Go ahead. All right, what I'm going to do now is, the last couple of minutes, I'm going to have these guys answer a few questions about my classes, and then I'll let you guys answer some questions, okay? All right, first question, Mason. What is something that you have learned in these business classes that we offer?
Something I've learned is how to manage my own money, how to put some back to have in the future, but also be able to keep some on me for spending, just overall managing my own money, not spending too much, but yet knowing that I can also spend a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm going to kind of build off that for just a second. Mason said how to manage my money and how to do things that I want to do. A lot of times we get caught up in the bills and the stress, and we forget to have time for ourselves. But also with that time for ourselves, a lot of that costs money. And so in my classes, you're going to learn, how do I have that extra money so that I can go out and have fun after my job or on the weekend? Chance, what about you?
I've learned that if I do have a business someday, I'll know how to run the business, I'll know how to compete with other businesses to make the most money that I can, but still save my money for the future.
So in my classes, we actually create our own businesses and we present those. So Chance said, there's going to be competition in the real world. How am I going to make my business so good and so successful that people, consumers like you guys, want to come back and keep buying my products? Let's go to question 2. Mason, who is your favorite business teacher and why?
My favorite business teacher, Miss Clayton. Probably because when I very first went into high school, I really wasn't looking into the business world. But it caught my attention because it involved money, and I like money a lot. And he kind of taught me not only the business part, but like the money, being able to manage, and just made the class fun overall, something that I look forward to coming into every day. And not only are we working, but I'm having fun at the same time.
Thank you, Mason. What about you, Chance?
My favorite teacher is also this guy right here, because he does teach you and he wants you to be as smart as you can and learn about business, but he also cares about you and wants you to have fun in his classroom.
Mason said this in the classes before, so I'm going to kind of put him on the spot. Mason, are all my jokes funny?
No.
I
No.
think all of my jokes are really fun.
No.
So maybe at the end I'll try to trap you out on y'all and we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I care about you guys and I care about your future. I know I don't have you yet, but if I do, I want you to be successful. So if you take my class, that's what we'll work on. We'll work on you guys being successful through learning in my classes. And the third and final question, Mason, what's one of your favorite activities you've done in my business class?
One of my favorite activities is we got like some sweaters, like on a piece of paper, and you had to sit there and come up with your own design and your own brand, and you color it however you want. And at the end, the whole entire class puts them out, and you'll have random buyers from other classes come and buy your sweatshirt, and you see whoever made the most money off of selling it.
Yeah, very good. So kind of building off what Chance said, everybody made their own sweater, right? So there's 20 or 25 sweaters. Well, then you have people come in and they get to choose which sweater's the best, right? So you kind of see in the real world that competition. What about you, Chance?
My favorite activity is kind of like that one, but instead of sweaters, you can create whatever product you want. It could be a line of guitars or shoes, just like anything random. And you have to try and sell that product to make the most money. And then you're gonna run it through judges. Mr. Clayton will probably be one of the judges, and you have to try and present your product to him and tell him why it's a good product.
So we call that project the Shark Tank Project. Has anybody ever seen Shark Tank? You like that? Pretty cool show, right? So they get up there and they make a sales pitch to those sharks so that those sharks will give them money so that they can grow their business. You guys will actually get to do that. You'll get in front of me and a couple other judges and show us that product that you've come up with, you spent a week or two on, and sell me on why I should invest in that product. And so I think that's a really good project that we offer. All right, to wrap it up, I want to take a few questions from you guys. Does anybody have questions for me, or just questions about any of the programs that you've seen so far? Yeah. Well, I just started a couple of years ago, so not yet, but I do have a couple of people that are working on it, for sure. Yeah. Any other questions? For the different programs? So when you get to high school, these different programs of study are trying to filter you kind of in the right direction of what you want to do for your career. So trying to choose more than one would be difficult, but when you get to the high school, you can take maybe one or two or three of the intro, like the first classes, see which one you like best, and then continue on that one. Does that make sense? Yeah. Say that again. Yeah. Okay. So you're saying instead of create your own product, it's create your own service. So you said you want to be a vet. You would have to sell me on why you're the best veterinarian and why I should bring my animal to you. Or we actually had a person who created their own body shop. And they were talking about maybe the specials that they ran once a month on oil changes. So yeah, you can also provide a service. We don't always provide a product, we provide a service. And not only do we provide one service, you want me to keep coming back, right? And so you would have to sell that to me and create your own business. Yeah. Anybody else? All right, we've got a couple of minutes left. So what I want to do is I brought some